the same dance. Always on the fence, never making sense. I'm not gonna feel a thing tonight. I'm not gonna be the one tonight. Don't wanna hear anything that you say. Your love is a game that I don't wanna play. So don't say you need me when I walk away. So many words but they don't mean a thing. You blur the lines between love and obscene. So don't say you need me cause we're not a thing. We're not a thing. We're not a thing. I'm doing alright. Since we are apart, you know it's always the heart first. Don't care if it hurts, you're making it worse. I'm not gonna feel a thing tonight. Not gonna feel a thing. I'm not gonna see your face tonight. Not gonna.
All right, Chad. Hope you guys are having a fan-freaking-tastic Thursday. Welcome to the back testing sesh. Today we're going to be looking at Us30. And we're going to be trading something I've been thinking about getting into for a while now, and that's that open break range that Chris and Keegan have put me on. Looking at testing that out, seeing if we can discover a couple of rules for ourselves, how well the trade works. So if you guys are ready, let me know. We got Juice in the building. What's up, brother? Hope you're having a fantastic one. Keenan, yeah, buddy. I hope you guys are ready for this. I'm really keen because apparently Keegan and them did a whole little sesh with their Project G community last week, I want to say. And apparently this trade slaps. So I'm keen on getting a little bit of that for myself. Daddy FX, what's up, brother? Hope you're having a good one. You're on time this time. Welcome. Okay, just let me know if the audio is good, Chad. How's my voice? How's the music? Nothing too loud? Let me know. And if that's all good, we're going to get into it. So we're going to be looking at, sound sexy, Laka. Got Miles in the building, Inception style, in the chat, in the physical building. Okay, so we're going to be looking at Us30. Going to be looking at open, volume is a bit low. Volume of my voice or volume of the music? I'm going to assume you mean my voice. I'm going to turn myself up here. How's that? That good? Let me know. Okay, so looking at the open range, the music is a tad loud. Okay. Uno momento, s'il vous plaît. How's that? That better? Music a tad loud, increase the volume a tad bit, man. Increase the volume of my voice or increase the volume of the music? I'm a wee bit confused, but while you guys clarify on that for me. So, looking at Us30, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be trading just the New York sesh. That 15 minutes after New York Open. So, at 3:45 is what we're going to be looking at. So let me do a little skippity of time here. Nice thing is, no indicators for this one. We're not looking at levels, although we might want to look at a couple levels. My voice, okay. Increase a tad bit there. We might want to look at some levels at some point. What time is this now? Almost. And by levels, by key levels, I mean like daily pivot, EQ, and stuff like that, because those do have quite the impact on how Us30 likes to behave. But right now we're going to keep it simple just to see if proof of concept, before we start getting what's the word I'm looking for, before we start getting what is the word I'm looking for, when you discretionary, that's the one. Before we start getting discretionary with it, let's just go mechanically using just the open range and see what that gives us. And then we'll add a couple layers to it down the road and then see if that improves how the strategy works or takes away from how the strategy works. Let me know if that makes sense. So, it's quite weird to see my chart this naked. I don't know how Miles does it. Like a completely naked chart with nothing on it. Looks empty, man. Looks quite empty. Okay. So we're looking for this candle right here. That candle right there, the 330 candle. That's the candle that establishes the high, establishes the low. Let me rewind just a little bit here so we just have that candle, so I can more clearly see what's up. Okay, so 330 candle, that 15 minutes. That is our open range, basically. So what the strat is looking for is we're looking for a break of either the high or the low of this open range. Two scenarios here. You can see how this open range kind of consolidated with previous volume. So you would expect some kind of break away from this open range, because the open range itself here is quite small, being 27 points. Yeah, so a 27-point range, not that big. So we're looking for a break and retest of either the highs, break and retest of the lows, or a fake out, so a fake break back in to then collect the highs and vice versa. So the strat's quite simple. You're pretty much looking for a break of the open range, and it's either going to fake out and go back in, or it's going to break out, retest, and head away. The trick is figuring out which one of the two it's going to do. So that's where we're going to basically get our eye in, see how price tends to behave there, what confluences do we have to say that it's going to break, retest, and fly away, or fake out, re-break back in, retest, and go the opposite direction. So that's what we're going to be looking at. Now, in the chat of the 2Gs yesterday, I can't remember who, had a couple of oaks. I think Peter was saying how the 5 minute tends to give slightly less false signals. The 1 minute might be a little bit more clear in terms of visually what you're looking at. So this is what we're going to be playing around with and trying to figure out what do we actually want to do and why. So looking here, let's bring it down to the 1 minute. Start off there. Data historical, but trading view sucks. I mean, I can't go to the 1 minute. Okay, 5 minute we'll have to do then. Okay, so we're just going to watch what price does during this 5 and see what happens. So remember, we're looking for so we have a break of this low. Now, this is on the 5. Ideally, we would want some kind of retest of this range. And if that retest holds, we would then want to take price from there. Looking at a 35 pip stop, looking at a 1:3 is how we would take the trade. Shop, brother. And with a trade like this, like, are we going to get... Okay, so that would be the retest there. So now, here's where things get tricky. So already, this little move away was... Okay, it was 34 points. This could be seen as a retest or a break back in. We need to see what this candle ends up doing. Let me just slow these candles down a little bit. Now see, here's where it gets tricky for me. So now you got this break. If you're waiting for a retest, the retest would maybe come here. This broke through. No retest of there, broke up again. So you see how, like, on a day like this, price would have sort of flown away without you maybe? You might maybe want to look at break and retest on here, perhaps. Hasn't retested as of yet. And it does not look like it would want to. At this time, it's 5 o'clock. Let's keep looking. Okay, so could we take that as the retest? Overall price of the day, we are overall bullish. Would be expecting a correction of some kind to the downside at some point in time. The whole London range was very consolidated leading up to it. Let's see. Do we get a close there? And that closes back in. Okay, I don't think there would have been an entry on this day. I would have left this alone. So let's skip over to the next day. And you see, this is exactly why I wanted to back test this strat, is because you get days like this where it's like, it's not super clear what... Let's assume we had taken this right off the rip. So let's assume as it broke past there, what would have happened? Let's say we took it just under that low, 35 pips. Stop. Wait, what? No. 35 point stop, yo. 35 point stop would have been huge. 35. Am I should? Wait, let me just get my bearings on my other chart here. Yeah, 35 points. I'm right. 35 point stop there. You would have gone for 1:3, so that would have taken you out. So yeah, so the way these ranges were so tight, this whole range was so consolidated, so tight that even with a 35 pip stop, that's a massive little stop. So this would have been completely range bound day. Wouldn't have worked out. So let's skip to, this is the Monday, 2nd September. Let's skip over to the Tuesday. Now this is where the part where back testing can be like, not boring necessarily, but like you're trying to figure out different scenarios. Some of them are gonna play out, some of them are not. In a trade like this, I can see it being like, even if you get the direction right, you're not quite getting your entry criteria. And like days like that where you have direction right, but you can't quite get in, those piss me off. Those are not my favorite days. Yeah, you would have been clapped both ways on that one. And it's a good thing that we were waiting for retests. And you see, that's another thing. Like, that's why the retest of the strat apparently is very important, is because of you can get faked into a trade quite easily if you don't wait for that retest and hold. Us30 right after that volatility can play games with you if you is not careful. Okay, let's go back. I'm on the 5 minute here. I'm looking for. Okay, no, actually we haven't gone too far. I'm looking for 345 candle. So that's the candle we want. Let's just back up a little bit here. Okay, we can get rid of that range. So here, we're looking at the high after 330 and the low at 345. So I see, at least we got a little bit more volume on this one. You got a little bit more to play with. So, looking for a break of either that low or that high. Yeah. Had this thing on speed. Okay, so let me just slow these candles down a little bit. So what's happened here? So we had a break, close above, retest, close. I would have wanted to take it. Now again, I know Keegan likes to take this a little bit more aggressively. And as the candle closes or he re-breaks the highs, he would have entered. I like to wait for the candle to close and take it just above its own high. So it has to re-break its own high in order to involve me in. So with that criteria, would have thankfully missed out on this little giant wick down. But I suspect, how far is this? Still within that 35 pip stop, so we can still, but now you have a break close below. You would still want to retest, and then looking back, you've already gotten that pullback into areas of liquidity. Okay, so we'll see what the retest does. We have a break here. Let's see if we get a retest, come down, or a continuation back up. Are we going to get the retest? Yes? No? Is he going to run away without us? This is a way of being able to see it in the 1 minute might have been helpful. And it looks like it ranged there. What happened early September, guys? Early September was not great price action. Because I backtested this earlier for... Yeah, you wouldn't have gotten a retest. So even if you're taking the shorts aggressively, this is only 15 points of movement. It's not anything. Now, I was backtesting this for using like the Asia ranges and breakouts of that, and even then, price action was cack. I don't know what happened early September. Okay, let's keep it going. Keep moving. Next day. Thankful part is, thanks to the ideas we have now, I'm not going to call them rules because they're not quite rules set in stone, but thanks to the ideas we have now, we're at least avoiding cuck trades. Like, we haven't been sucked into a cuck one. But let's see if we can actually get tapped into an actual trade here. I am currently in a trade on NAS. NAS longs off of the break of Asia highs. Currently BE on it, so I might check up on that every now and again. Although I'm not holding out too much hope. It's dancing just above my entry point. Struggling at that 200 EMA, but we're still in. Okay. Oh, and did anyone take the who has watched my Turtle Wave backtesting sessions from a few weeks back? Because Turtle Wave hit TP Laka yesterday and this morning. Anyone been taking the Turtle Wave? Let me know. Let me know. Turtle Wave is killing it. Since gold rejected all-time highs and broke down, finally in Turtle Wave territory. Because all-time highs was not doing the Turtle Wave any good. At all. Okay, so 330 low. And that high. Okay, I have a nice little range there. Daddy, 1 minute would come in clutch at back testing, but trading view don't want us to win. Trading view, shucks. I'm going to see if I can get what's it called now? I keep forgetting its name every single time. It's called Forex Replay. I'm going to see if I can use Forex Replay for this one. I didn't like the 200 EMA indicator, so we didn't end up using it for the Turtle Wave. But for this, I think it would come in clutch. US30 shorts. Okay. Lacquer man. I didn't like how US30 moved this morning, so I decided to stay out. I just haven't rechecked. I already took gold. I already took NAS. That's my 2 trades. That's me. Okay, so we're looking for either a break of the low or the high. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay, there's a touch of that. And that. Touch, pull away, retest. Okay. After that candle's close, I would want to take it just a little bit above there. 30. Now you see, the advantage point is the bottom of this range, really. And with that, and because of how small this range is, I think I would actually, let's go just, that's 10 points. Yeah, I'd go 15. I'd go 15 on there. And it's meant to be a 1:3, but like, I don't know what is up with US30 in September. So let's see if we can get a 1:1. Because I would have to break well past the range there. Okay. We at least got a retest there, but if it breaks above there, we're not getting in. It's holding, and then it broke above. Okay, if the next candle closes back in, I'll take that as the fake out. Because we held that. Okay, is that the fake out? Second candle closing. Oh, bullish. Okay, whatever that candle closes, we'll take entry, a better entry there. Keep the same stop loss. Yeah, finally in something. Come on. Go back. Go back. I would assume that was the fake out. We closed, retested. Come on, US30. Show me what you got. Yes, yes, yes. And this would be a what's the TP or stop loss kind of trade. It's from what I've seen. Oh, that just missed. That just didn't work out. I'm gonna assume you're not at your terminal. You didn't. Okay, that would have taken us out. Finally, a forking win. Okay, not bad. That one came out on that retest, broke back in, closed bullish. You might have maybe taken this as the breakout and tried to take it above that wick for the bullish continuation, which you wouldn't have gotten because it would immediately close back in. That would have been confirmation that, okay, cool, this was a fake out, we've closed back in. Take the trade just below there, and then TP trade starting at 525, ending at 7. So we can see these trades can happen a little bit later in the day, which is nice to establish. Okay, that was Wednesday the 4th. Let's go to Thursday the 5th. There is some filming that has to happen in the studio a little bit later, fam. So I'm probably not going to do a full-on hour with you guys. We got some exciting announcements coming out very soon on the Vault Funder Instagram page. So be on the lookout. Ultimate Trader is only 2 weeks away, and we still have a couple surprises coming your way, Chad. So I would keep an eye out on the Vault Funder Instagram page. I think we're going to announce something really cool today, and then we're filming something to be announced. Today's Wednesday, so probably Friday, depending on 24, depending on how soon the editing and the go ahead and all that can be given. So be on the lookout for that. If you want to sign up for the Ultimate Trader, you can use code TUT on the Vault Funder's website. I think it will be in the description down below. Just use code TUT instead of code FISA, and you'll be able to sign up for the Ultimate Trader and get 30% off your purchase. Okay, is that the 315 candle? Yes, it is. So we want that low. Okay, round 2. Let's try again. So far, it's 1 for 1, which is quite nice. It is a little bit discretionary in terms of what's a break and retest, what is support, which I don't really like. I don't like trades being too discretionary, but trading as a whole is a little bit discretionary, so there's not much you can do. Not much you can do about that. Okay, we have a break of that low. Now we want some kind of retest. I would count that as a retest. Are we gonna hold bearish? Okay, held bearish on that retest. What I would do then is, that was a retest candle. I would be wary of a retest of that low. So I take it a little bit below there because I am conservative like that. Try 20 pip stop, 20 point stop. We have a decent range to play with here. Where are we overall in structure? If you look at overall structure, we're broken past that little low there. We are due for a somewhat of a correction of this massive bullish leg. Okay. We went for a 1:1 in the last one, and anything more probably wouldn't have worked out. Let's just go 1:1 and see what plays out here. 20 pip stop, 20 pip target. Let's go. Yes. Come on, US30. Pay me virtually in pretend currency while I'm back testing. Also, like one of these, like you would maybe want to go break even at some point, especially when it's that close. Not sure what the criteria be. Okay, hit a little nice TP on that one. So I think waiting for that retest, definitely gonna go from an idea to probably a rule, because that little break there, that little retest, I think was a good confirmation that we're probably gonna go. And I see what I think it was Peter saying. The 5 minutes seems to be a good indication of actual moves that are gonna happen rather than fake ones. I think we did well on the 1:1 here because I went right back up. Retesting that low again. But now we're deep into the Asian session. Okay, 2 for 2 on that week. So, proof of concept is at least there. Juice, what are you suggesting, brother? Speak your mind, child. Speak your mind. There's 3:30, and we want until 3:45, which is there. Okay, let's delete this old range. 3:30 low. And 3:45 high. There's our open range. And let's see what this bad boy ends up doing. Okay, breaking the low. Broke the low, retest, closed below again. I would have taken that bad boy there. We're a little bit far from our vantage point, but is what it is. 20 pip stop. Wait, what do you say? Juice, just a suggestion. Juice, your message shows on the screen, but not in the chat. Shows on which screen? Because I'm not seeing it on either. Just type it again. Okay, 1:1. Let's see how that would have played out. Noise, man. Noise. Okay, 3 for 3 on this week. Now, again, 3 out of 3 trades does not a strategy make. Because 3 trades is absolutely nothing in the grand concept of trading. But I think proof of concept, because we picked a random week. Like the beginning of September was not like a especially good week for the strat randomly. Might end up being, but yeah. Also, the whole 1-for-1 thing. I mean, we would have ended up with a little bit more had we held. About 2R there, but that would have been hit at like midnight, 10. Yeah, no, not keen on holding streams on that. On the stream chat, it shows Juice's message, but not in the chat. In the stream chat, and nah, stream chat's already passed by. I can't see it. Just do a young type again, please. Okay, let's do a couple more, Chad, before I get kicked out of the studio. Speed this up. 3 o'clock is... Oh, no, it's all the way over there. Otherwise, Chad, how is your trading week going? I'm having a bloody good week myself. Yes, sir. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Never mind, Chad. She got pushed to tomorrow. Your boy can chill. Dylan Savage. What's up, brother? Actually, Chad, I met Dylan Savage I'm sitting on keys, man. This thing is being raped by a bunch of keys here. Met Dylan Savage this morning for the first time. That was an absolute pleasure. Thanks for joining, brother. Hope you're having a good one. Went a little far here. So, Chad, we don't have to rush anymore. Can take my time with you. So we'll probably do the full hour. Okay, so 3:30 low. This is the 3:45 candle, eh? No, 3:45 candle is next. One more. Boom, cool. And then that. Oh, wait, let's lay it close properly. Okay. That's 3:45. That's the close. We already have a break of the high. Maybe that's the retest. No, we closed below, so maybe that's the fake out. Or maybe that actually was the retest. Okay. This is where the 1 minute would really come in handy. So, close above, close below. If this closes above again, I would take this as a retest. That is the rebreak because it's rebroken above those highs. I'll take it above that. 1 is to 1. Let's really slow this down a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, that would have tapped me in because we did close above there, a little bit above that high. 20 points stop. Why does 20 points look so big? Like, is this just me? 1 is to 1. There. And let's see how that would have played out. Juice, are you linking something? What's going on, bud? Why aren't your messages coming through? Rux, 1 trade taken today in the past 2 weeks. Has that have you been taking a break from trading, or just you waited 2 weeks for a setup to come by? Yeah, I get at least 1 a day, at least 1 on most days. But I'd be pretty shocked if I don't get 1 trade in the day. Okay, we're retesting there again, and we broke above, so that looks good for this position. Come on. Oh yeah. Okay, shit. This trade, this isn't doing too bad, Chad. This is not doing too bad, Chad. What are we now? 4 for 4? Yeah, 4 for 4. Not bad. This is all in the same. No, this was the next week. So 3 the previous week, on a Monday this week. This isn't bad. And hopefully some volume actually comes into the market now because things have been looking slow. This trade entered, 4 o'clock, exited, 5. So that's more my speed. I would enjoy that. Yeah, taking... What? I'm trying to take my 10K account out of ICU first before I trade on the 5K. Y'all, listen, eh? I got a new 10K. Wanted to try out the Asia highs and lows strat on it. First 3 trades, risking 1%. Pa. Stop losses. Went down, so I was 3% down, went down to, I think, 0.5% risk. Got another 2 losses, so I had 5 losses back to back. Refined the entry criteria a little bit, and now I've been slowly digging it back out. Got it back to 1% up, so it's 5% down, got it to 1% up. Then tried, we had, what's this thing called? We had gold was at all-time highs, and Us30 was at all-time highs. And I was like, all-time high play, let's go. Did I not get faked out on both of them? 1% down on the, I can't remember which one it was now. I think it was 1% down the Us31. Didn't put my stop loss in the right place in the gold one. For whatever reason, my stop loss was twice what it should have been. Chad, that wrecked the shit out of my account. That wrecked the shit out of my account. So now it was back to I think 4% down, and now I've brought it back to just under 2% down. Yes, I wasn't watching the trade either, so I'm like, okay, cool, all-time highs. I have a stop loss. I have a thing. I had shit to do. I'm not watching. When I come back, I'm like, oh, stop loss was hit. Cool, cool, cool. I look at the account balance. I'm like, what? This does not make sense. What the fuck happened here? Something does not look right. Ganti. So I got beaten to shit that day. Oh, I was pissed off. So yeah, but now we're like just under 2% down. If NAS hits TP, we'll be very close to break even. Where's NAS at, actually? Okay, NAS climbing back up, which is nice. So if that hits TP, we'll be just under break even. And then the slow climb back to try and get to that 10%, which is cack. Rux, yeah, I'm taking a break because I'm 6% down on my 10K. Hey, guys, trading is odd. Trading is odd. I think YouTube's acting up in your message. Yo, Juice, like, did you say what you were trying to say? Yeah, because I might... The dash and the semicolons are prohibiting it to show. Oh, okay, yeah. W-Ed, giving hope for my 10K. Nah, man, you got this. You got this. You just need like three or four good trades in a row. Build some momentum, you'll be fine. Having said that, trying to find 3 or 4 good trades in a row is cuck hard, but can be done. Can be done. Okay, so looking for a trade here. Break below. I want to retest. Are we gonna get one? Are we gonna get one? Don't need you. Go away. Are we getting retest? Slowly retest. Okay. It retested. It closes bearish. Okay, I want that next one also to close bearish. Why? Because I'm skittish. I want security. Okay, close bearish. Give me signs. I want you to re-break that low. We go 20 point. 20 points looks so massive on this chart. What chart is this? What is this? FX what? Like on a one day, it does not look this bad. Okay, 2020. Let's see. Yeah, just send me a DM on Insta. I'll read it there. No sweat. Okay. Ah, Chad. Like I'm getting excited for this strat now. This is working out. This is working out. Now the only thing that would piss me off is we got the retest at 5, entry on this trade at 5:30. I like to be done and away from my desk at that time already. Like, when am I supposed to go gym? If I'm still, I like to be at gym at like 5:30, and that's not a useful thing with back testing. You have to like, look, is this strategy going to work with my current lifestyle? Because genuinely 5:30, I like to be, if I'm not at gym already, I'm on the way to, so I can start my session at 6, because my sessions take like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So like, still gotta go home to still prep for the next day. I still gotta journal my trades. I still have to journal my whole life experience and all that. So we have to see like, okay, cool, the strat is working like fire, but like, will I have to move my training sessions around? Like, what do I have to do to accommodate this? Daddy's saying, I'm risking 2% on this US30 trade on my 10K FTMO account. Is also 0.5% in drawdown right now, but after this, I think I might be 2% up. I think I might hit me. If it somehow hits TP, it'll be how massive of a trade is that? If you're risking 2%, so is that 2R, 2.5R? Lacka, man. Like, I've never gotten the guts to actually risk 2% in a single trade, eh? I haven't gotten the guts. I don't know. I'm skittish. I still don't back myself like that to risk a whole 2% in one trade. But hey, listen, if it hits TP for you, I'll be mad happy. Get that, because what, 5.5% up? That's pretty much halfway to what you need. The 1:1s, Chad. Look at that. Reversed right back. I think. Because Keegan said when he back tested it, they were getting like 3R, 7R. I don't know if my stop is too big. Maybe they're using slightly smaller stops. I don't know. Because I don't think we have. That was 0 drawdown there. Okay, we got a little bit of drawdown there, but like a lot to play with. Little bit of drawdown there, but halfway. Basically no drawdown there. So yeah, maybe the stops are just too big. Maybe if this thing comes back that far, the trade's cooked anyway. So you don't need a stop loss that's that big. So we'll see. We'll see. Where we at? Yeah. Oh, let me not forget to go check my Instagram and see what Juice is saying. Just let me know if you're saying it to my personal or to Forex Insights SA. Oh no, here it is. I found you. I was say look at the 2 to 3 range because the cracker volume creates the retest, and most of the time you have earlier entries, unlike entering at 5. That is a solid idea, Juice. Thank you. I think we're going to stick to the one idea today, but I think next Thursday, let's look at that. I'll obviously back test it. Probably not today, probably tomorrow. I'll look into that a little bit deeper. But that is, yeah. See that whole lifestyle thing I was telling you guys about. Like that would suit me a lot better than entering that late. If you can get an earlier entry on that, get that cracker volume. Hey Chad, is it just me, or every time you hear the word hear the word cracker, do you not think of white people? Instead of like an actual like edible cracker. Every time Chris and Keegan say the cracker, I'm thinking like, oh, the cracker must be like that proper colonial big boss you have to defeat. I can't be the only one. Come on, Chad. Tell me you're with me. Tell me you think of that. I just gave you a little insight on how messed up my brain works. Daddy, yeah, 1 to 3 R. I had to up the risk. Been on this challenge for 2 months now. I want to get over with. Pause or not. I mean, fair guy. Fair. 2 months is a long time to be on a singular challenge. But listen, it's understated how decent a trader you have to be to have traded an account for 2 months and not blown it. Like you're pretty much at break even 2 months in. So I mean, like you have to be a decent trader in order to do that, especially if you're risking like 1% to like 0.5% each trade, and you've taken a couple trades on it. Yeah, 95% of traders 2 months in, they would have blown it by now. So the fact that you haven't blown it, yeah, you haven't paused it, but you haven't blown it either. It's an underrated skill. Dylan, I don't know, eh? Like, let me check here. What chart is this? Does it say? Because 20 pips does look big. I don't know if I'm looking at a weird chart here. What is this? How can you check what the chart name is? Because on Owanda, let's actually compare. So this is Owanda's chart, which is the one I normally use on a day-to-day. I just don't want to dirty up my normal chart with a whole bunch of back tests. No, see, that's why. I've been doing, this is 20 points. So what have I been doing here? Yes, I knew something looked weird. Have I been doing like 200 points? No, I don't know what I've been doing. Have I been doing 200 points this whole time? I've been doing 200 points this whole time. No freaking wonder. Okay, so this one's a multiple of 10. So this would be, no. So 2 is 20 points. Okay. See, now we make a lot more sense. Now, wait a second. No wonder these stop losses were freaking massive. So this is not 20 points, it's 200 points. Okay, now Keegan's 35-point stop makes a lot more sense. Okay, so 35 pip. Dylan, coming in clutch. There you go. Okay, so now, these are actually 5R trades. Now, let's see. It would have created a top wick forks, activated us in, 0 drawdown, we're out. Laka. Okay. Now. I did say the 1:1 on these 200-point moves work out pretty well. So like I think we can use that as like a target for where the ultimate TP should be, and then reduce the stop loss. Okay. I see 35 pips would have gotten hit there just before he turned around. What would have worked out? So a 50-point move would have worked out there. And what would have been a 1:3. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we make them 50 points. 1:4. Okay, let's just backtrack here a little bit. Dylan. Well done. Well done. That was a cut big SL. No, that would have clapped us there. What was that? 5 o'clock. That looks like a news candle, but okay. Fine. So we would have taken the loss there. 5. Now that would have tapped us in, tapped us out, then reverse. So we would have taken the loss there. You see the 200 pip stop loss. I'm just saying, guys, there were no losses when it was when it was not even 200 pips. What is that? 20, 200 pips. There were no losses at 200 pips. I'm just saying. I am just saying. That's almost a 3R there. Okay, is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, so we had 1. If we look at, I would probably made that around 3. So 3 up, 2 up, 1 up, 4 and a bit up, 8 and a bit up, and we're about to find out now. Okay. Even with the losses, though, you would have been 8R up as opposed to, I think, only 5R if you with the bigger stop. So, still a little bit profitable. You will take some losses, though. Putting his whole house on stop loss. Hey, guys, I don't like losing, eh? I don't like losing. I don't know about you guys. I don't like losing a trade. Okay. Broke below. Did not quite get the retest there, so we wait. We wait. Come back. Kom terug. Did I pronounce that correctly? I don't know. It's been... Yo, when last I do Afrikaans? I was in high school. Last time I spoke Afrikaans with any kind of consistency. Looking to see if we're going to get a retest on there. I'm not happy without the retest. Putting the whole house in the stop loss. What was Chris saying the other day about... what was it? Guys who risk like massive lots. Like they're actually putting a whole townhouse there. Okay. Let's see if that's a retest. Do we break in? See, now I don't like that. Now is that a fake out? A deeper retest in? I don't know. Overall, looking at structure, what would I prefer? Okay, we've been bearish for a long time. Looking at 4-hour structure. Could still expect some bearish momentum to come in. So I'd prefer the sells over the buys. And then all depends. If this candle closes bearish below that, I would look for a break of its low to continue. If it closes above, a break of the high to continue up to the high there. That's what I'd want. Okay, closed bearish, so I'd be more looking for a sell there. But if the next candle closes, if the next 2 candles close hard bullish, I don't want to be any part of this. I don't want to be a part of you. Wait, what is... I'm confused again. No, 5,000 is 50, right? Why does it look so small now? Yeah, but that's gonna look way too big. Okay, must be 5,000. So the 5,000 must be 50 points, right? Right? Yes. Yes, okay. Yes, these candles are massive. Flip me, they're throwing me off here. Okay. Close bullish. Nah, I'm out. Wouldn't have entered on that. That was a little indecisive for me. Would have left that alone. Next day, a braver man might have been like, okay, we closed back here. This was maybe like a retest. I don't know if you can call that a retest. It's like a close back below. You might have wanted to take that, but I don't know. It didn't look as clean for me. Would have given you some decent volume to the upside, though. If you were a braver man than me. That's the thing. That's what I was saying about the one thing I don't like about this trade is how discretionary it is. Because I find with me trading, went too far. With me trading the Asia ranges, I don't have to be as discretionary with it. It's a little bit, things look a little bit easier to decipher, at least to me. The next guy might think different. Whereas this one is like, was that a retest or was that a break? What are you looking for? I don't know. The bigger the stop loss, the better the chance is you're not gonna get wicked out if you get stopped and you were wrong. But smaller stop losses, you can be right and still get stopped out, which is, bruv, nothing pisses me off more. Nothing pisses me off more than being right and getting wicked out of a trade. It is enough to make you want to drop kick a baby. Like, oh, that pisses me off. I'm a little bit better about it now. Like, I don't lose my shit as much anymore. I can keep somewhat calm. But sure, guy, that used to grind my tits. Like, if I'm wrong, let me be wrong. Like, if I'm going long and this thing hits my stop loss, I want it to go short 1,000 points. Let me be completely wrong. I can handle that. Not like I get wicked out by a little 1 or 2 candles and then it reverses the way I thought it was. I will admit though, a lot of the time I don't like fixed stop losses. I like for example, what I like to do, we're not doing it for the purpose of this backtesting session, but what I like to do for myself is if this candle was my confirmation candle to enter. I entered at the break there. I would have put the stop loss above this candle. So instead of the 50 point stop loss there, I would have gone 75 points. Only because I'm like, okay, cool. We can still go to the high of this candle and the trade idea still be valid. So I like putting my stop loss in a place where it's like we can go there, and as long as we don't break past this, the trade is actually still valid. If we break past that, then we're creating new structure. It's a new break of structure. Then 100% the trade's completely invalid. Which is why I prefer the accommodating stop loss versus a fixed. Oh, I'm gonna do 35 pips because I always do 35 pips. You know what I'm saying? But to each is their own. The 35 pip strat, the RR on it can be way better, and that RR can be the difference between like, okay, cool, you take on more losses, but the RR makes up for those losses. So to each is their own. That actually needs to go a little bit lower. That's a 35. Here, test, reject, test, reject. That was 2 rejections of that high. I would have probably wanted to go short a little bit past that candle. This candle would have most likely have wicked me, and that 50 point stop would have blown us out the water. Maybe you take a retest if it, another stab at it. If we break above, I want a retest, which you get there, and then depending on how this candle closes above, I would have maybe wanted to take it slightly above there with a 50 pip stop. Let's say one is at 3. Would have entered there, came down, then tapped us into the trade. Yes, yes, fly. Fly, you bastard, fly. Don't come back. Don't come back, you bastard. Okay, speed this up a little bit. Okay, this one looks good. I think that 1 is to 3 would have tapped us out. So we would have lost that one. I think we were at positive 8. This has been positive 7, positive 10. So you've been 10 R up. And what is this? Friday. So in 2 weeks, you've been 10% up. That is not bad. That is not bad at all. Now, assuming you were... Now, the 2 trades here is assuming that you're not trading any other strats in this account if you have that 2-bullet rule and you're just trading on this. That's another thing that I've seen has calmed my trading down a lot. Is what I've started to do now is I have different accounts for different strategies or different pairs. So my Turtle Wave, I've moved the Turtle Wave to its own account. That account trades the Turtle Wave. It doesn't trade anything else. And I find like now my attachment to that account and that strategy isn't as big because I'm like, I don't have all my eggs in this one basket. I have another account. That's where I do the Asia lows and highs, grub a kick, and EQ strat. I have another account where I trade my Forex pairs. Right now I'm focusing a lot on GJ. And because of that, I'm like, my accounts are at various stages, and I'm not too fussed. I'm not as attached to it. I have the one account I'm most attached to, which is my NAS and US30 account. Is like my favorite one right now. But yo, that I swear that has helped me a shit ton in getting my head right. What do you guys say in the chat? Yeah, I accommodated my SL never fixed. Yeah, dude, I think it's a better way to go, honestly. Because I would hate to have like a fixed stop loss, let's say at 50 points, get wicked out and the trade turn around. That would mess with my head more than if I had an accommodating stop loss. To hit my stop loss, it had to break a high or break a low. And even if it turned around there, I'm like, there was no good reason for me to have my stop loss beyond that point. If it went beyond that point, it's just the market's doing its thing. I did everything I possibly could have. Whereas if I chose a 35 pip stop and then got wicked out by 5 points and it turns around, it's like, why the fuck I choose 35? Where'd I pull 35 from? Like, you pull that number out of your ass, and that's what ate you up today. So that's my thinking anyway. Like, different strats work for different people. All depends on your own psychology. As long as you stay in the game long enough to see profitability, then everything technically works. Rux, I never trust this. I never trust. I can never. That's my biggest problem. Once I set it or leave it, I only move when it's time for B. Otherwise, I sit on my hands. What are we talking about? Never the set and forget. I don't know. My strat is mechanical as they come. No discretion, nothing. Even if I miss TP by a pip, I don't close. I'm a robot. Listen, I'm bad with that lately. If I'm very close to my TP, I'm like if I'm looking for like a 1% and I'm at like 93%, like I'm 0.93% up, I'm like, fuck it, close enough. I try to manage that. I try not to watch my trades. So I'll enter the trade, I'll put alerts on, and I'll like close that window. I'm not gonna look at it. But if I catch myself looking at it, and I'm like 93% to TP, I'm closing it. Once I see I'm that close, I'm like, nope, have to close. Which is bad. So you're less emotional than me. You're well done. When I do fix, I get clapped. Ed, how many accounts do you trade, and how do you manage all the accounts? Right now, I'm trading 4 accounts. And how do I manage them? Very badly. Very badly. What's up? No. Yeah, I'm finishing up right now. Yeah, that's my little alarm, folks. My time has passed. I must bid you guys farewell. But listen, we did two full weeks of backtesting here. What did I say we were? 8 minus 1 is 7 plus 3 is 10 are up. So if you risked 1% on all of these trades, it would have been 10% up in 2 weeks. If I have ever been 10% up in 2 weeks, that is probably my best trading 2 weeks ever. I think the best I've done was just recently. I did 6% in 2 weeks. I did 6% in 2 weeks, and that was right after I put my stop loss in the wrong spot because I was trading off my phone, and I went right back to, I think, 3% down or something. I was 1% up after that, 6%. And then, yeah, anyway, I told the story. You can reverse. But Chad, hope you guys had a enjoyable session. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Join me Tuesday, 12 o'clock. We're going to be reacting to I don't know what yet. I just pick whatever's fun at the time. But if you guys want to see me react to something, funny videos on trading, news, like last Tuesday we reacted to the FSCA and them cracking down on folks. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Pop it in the comments. Send me a message on Instagreasy. Be happy to take a look out there. And yeah, you guys can check me next week, 12 o'clock on this channel. And you guys can check me out 8 o'clock on the 2Gs channel tomorrow morning. Traders Next Door, going to be delivering the latest in Forex news. I'm actually going to go work on whatever I'm going to be talking about then now. But